welcome back to part 24 of the Division, which should be the last episode, or at least I'm going to try to make it the last episode. We finished all of the side missions. Just got not many collectibles left to go. Number 16. Supply line. The Joint Task Force and CERA have an extensive pipeline for supply shipments. System shows the caravan and supply trucks entering the city. Let's grab these phone recordings. Yes, this is underground. Yep. This is close by. Quarantine. This was a CERA field hospital. Wow. Massive CERA field hospital.
This is Eva Acosta, Urban Spelunker, and I gotta get out of the city. It's like, I don't know, people are going crazy. I'm at Abel's, and there aren't any shoppers, just looters. The windows are all broken, and people are just taking what they want. They're laughing, they're screaming, they're fighting over shit. Where are the cops? Where's anybody in charge? I always thought I was some kind of anarchist. Flipping off the man, fighting the status quo. I camped out in Zuccotti Park for Occupy Wall Street. I protested the G7 summit, but this is just sad. There's a woman on the street and she's bleeding and she's crying and no one is helping her. And I can't either because if those looters see me, I don't know what they'll do to me.
Is it below me? Yeah, I can't get through there. I guess it's below me. Not imagine how many ghosts there are.
With the guts to do what has to be done.
Okay. Here. There's just piles of dead bodies down here.
I made myself a costume. I took Kevlar from them and I stitched it together and I made a mask and a cape. The cape was not very good in a fight though, so I got rid of that after a while, but I always took the fight to the enemy. I stopped them from attacking the innocent, dropping down on them from rooftops,
Oh my God.
preventing them from preying on the weak. And the Riker who tried to follow me back to my apartment, I am sure that I lost him before he... Wait, what was that noise? I'll be back in a minute.
Dang it. Gotta find a way out of here. There's a lot of bodies.
I killed this son of a goddamn
I am getting out of here. This has been a hard hit, really. Because there is more bodies. Or not. Yeah, I can. Okay. Get through there.
Finished here.
Through here.
Guess I'll be alive a little while longer.
And cut through here.
My talk at the conference has been postponed, as is the conference itself. This is not a surprise. The Russian consulate has called me in. I am to stay here in the consulate building until the crisis has passed. It's very comfortable. More comfortable than my hotel, in fact, but here one feels a little bit like a prisoner. Am I not more useful to help with the study of green poison? This is what they are calling the virus. If I can work with others? It feels like the bad old days. At least I still have my phone and internet. I will try to stay up on how things develop. Perhaps I can be of help from here.
We'll just cut through here again. I can. Never mind. Oh, that was a cut through point. Oh well. Just get through here. Where is it? Either side of this building, or is it on top of this building? Not sure. I guess it's on top of the building. Okay, or not. Nope.
I am Vitaly Chernenko, physician and serologist. I live in Novosibirsk in Russia. I will record this journal to document the events in New York City after what they call the dollar flu outbreak. I am fortunate to be in New York now as I am to speak at Sinai Hospital Medical Conference. I hope to be of some use in this crisis. I have, how does one say it, mixed feelings. One does not wish others to suffer, but for virologists it is also excellent opportunity to learn. The first does not cancel out the second. Oh, I should add, English is not my best language, but more people speak it here than Russian, so I will use it.
Shut back. Looks like it's down below. Okay. Through here. Missing agent found. Okay. Number 17. Last name Beck, first name Michelle, age 29, place of birth Ria, Ohio, former job flight dynamics engineer, place of residence Greenwich, Connecticut, blood type B negative, religion Lutheran, psychological profile Navy veteran, graduated FES at the top of her class, joined civilian firm in Connecticut and quickly advanced to senior roles, regarded as an up-and-comer within the industry, has rejected offers from larger firms out of loyalty to her current employer, places great store in personal relationships and trust, does not suffer perceived betrayals. Deeply frustrated in dealings with the VA, particularly as regards healthcare and PTSD, has numerous dealings with the agency. View which should have been simple or pleasant, appears to be harboring some mild anti-government sentiment as a result, should not impact her status. Vis-a-vis activation, remains highly cynical about decisions taken at high levels, impolitic and direct but highly effective. Okay, grab this echo. Where are you, Echo? Data, surveillance data, analyzing construction complete. April
Nice backpack. Where'd you get it?
A friend?
It looks familiar. Where are you going with it?
Over the walls?
Really? Be careful what you find in there. And more careful what you bring out.
Our shotgun registered owner, Agent Doug Sutton. Status, no ammunition. Ranking or AWOL, Division Agent activated during first raid. Details, ID. Interesting. Let's go grab the survival guide. Someone has set off a car alarm over here.
You said you were gonna share.
Oh boy. The stairs.
Virus came from.
Someone in here?
You deserve this, man. It's over with.
Okay.
Do what you need to do. They're killing.
So, pick a fight you can't win. So, I can go up. So, must be here. Friday. Okay. Number 23. Row 6 black pinpoint to sketch shared smartphone, come inside on sidewalks, guidebook knowing where to find things. Improvising when preparation is enough. Here's another military saying, no plans to survive contact with the enemy. Let's say you do everything right. You have a go bag that you have prepared in every possible way for devastating prolonged catastrophic collapse, and then you can't get to it. Your apartment building burns down. Someone steals your go bag. You're on the wrong side of a quarantine. What do you do then? You improvise. You figure out where to find all the necessities you need for sustaining life and at least a bare minimum of comfort. The most useful location for necessary supplies is your local hardware store. If you live close to a large chain store, that's an advantage. If not, you'll need to get to your local store before it's completely looted. April 6 pointing to before it's completely looted. They already were. Tried 3 different ones. Ran into a group of children inside the third store. They grouped together like I was going to hurt them. I started to write, where are your parents? But that's a stupid question. I gave them the food I had, just energy bars and a jar of peanut butter. Then I told the next guy I saw about them. He said, tell CERA, so I did. Someone else will have to help them. I can barely help myself. Okay. Now we're going over here. 2 more items, and this area will be done. And I can just go down the stairs here. Jeez, that was up high. Get through here. Sick people. Can't even damage it.
Hey, what's your problem, huh? Get down. Changing target. It'll be our pleasure. Clear shot. Get this over with. Too bad for you. It's gonna be
Pick a fight you can't win. After I grab these 2 items, I'm gonna do that green one, then I'm gonna do the last mission. And then...
What we need to do is assess our resources and define our mission statement. The statement is clear. We must retake control. And with the resources we have left, it's also clear we can't afford any half measures. Every soldier counts. Every soldier is a critical resource. There are no reinforcements being deployed. There is no air support. We work slow and steady. We secure the city sector by sector, and then we hold them for dear life. I need you all to be on your feet, ready to make some quick decisions. It's better to shoot someone innocent than to let someone guilty get away. And it's better to shoot first than to risk being shot, even if you're not 100% sure. That's how we will win this war. That's how we will save this city. Collateral damage is to be expected.
Taking out everybody.
Now entering a safe area. Warning. You are exiting the safe area.
Aaron Keener. Mr. Keener. Alright, pile of Aaron Keener. Last name Keener, first name Aaron, age 34, place of birth Belle Meade, Tennessee, former job future trader, place of residence Ridgewood, New Jersey, blood type O negative, religion Baptist, psychological profile, potentially prototypical candidate, Citadel graduate, served at Camp Lemonnier in Djibouti, got mild reputation as a fobbit, has combined his military experience and decision-making skill to achieve extensive success and bright sector, very adaptable and confident, always assumes he's going to come out on top. Twice divorced, maintains friendly relationships with both exes, has been described as too much work to keep up with by one, deeply invested in doing things right and highly competitive. Had privileged upbringing and has never faced real adversity, seems able to overcome any obstacle through combination of willpower and intelligence, very personable, able to get others to work together to achieve his ends. Okay. And there we go. On to this encounter. Back in the elevator. Water supply, and then last mission. And then the last encounter. And then all it is collecting a few collectibles. And that's about it.
Have a good one. So many others just ignored me.
Doing that hero thing, you hear me? Freezing in here.
Looks like they got everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here.
You alright, Bliss?
Going down.
Dispatch to patrol. The East 46th pumping station just went offline. Be advised cleaners have been seen in the area. Proceed with caution.
It's fine. Cleaners are easy to take care of.
Just our job. It's nothing sort of feels like a bad dream.
Warning. Water pressure at critical levels. Warning. Hostile forces approaching. Warning. Water pressure at critical levels. Warning. Hostile forces approaching. Warning. Water pressure at critical levels. Warning. Hostile forces approaching. Warning. Hostile forces approaching. pressure at critical levels.
Just up there and I jump down. Alright. Should be the last valve I need to turn.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching. Warning. Water pressure at critical levels.
Up here and go all the way around. Got plenty of time. Alright. I'm just gonna wait.
Warning. Water pressure at critical levels.
Water pressure restored. And when you're done. How simple.
Water pressure's back to normal. We're good for now. Thanks.
Lighthouse, this is Dagger. Over.
So, this is the big one. LMB's last...
Over here.
The island is the last place you'd expect those sons of bitches to hole up. The United Nations. And since nobody's gonna pass any sternly worded...
Hey, when that happens.
So, this is the big one. LMB's last foothold on the island is the last place you'd expect those sons of bitches to hole up. The United Nations. And since nobody's gonna pass any sternly worded resolutions to get them out, it's up to us.
We've got ears on their comms and eyes on the compound, and it's clear this is where Colonel Bliss wants to make his last stand. It's also likely they're still holding Chernenko there, the Russian scientist they extracted from the consulate.
We take out Bliss, we chop the head off this snake. We take out that site, and they got nowhere to run.
Captain Benitez's troops will mount an assault on a key LMB position. That should distract them enough for you to breach their perimeter and shut down their auto turrets from the inside. Once that's done, we can launch the main assault, trap Bliss like a rat. But it all hinges on you.
You think the JTF is ever gonna join up with us?
We're done here.
Wish I could take a fucking break.
Very clear. You're in a restricted area. Leave now.
General assembly coming up. Last main mission.
Yeah, hi, whatever.
If we're gonna reclaim the UN from those LMB types, step one is getting you past those guns and inside the wall. My people will draw the sentry's attention, mainly by shooting at them. That should buy you enough time to use breaching charges and cut your way inside.
Thanks for taking out cleaner hits.
Everything's prepped and ready. We just need you to punch the clock.
Clear the south gate and we'll begin the assault.
Okay. This is the south gate.
No point in hiding.
So we just gotta...
Gonna find the enemy.
cover.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Stay off the path here. Dang it. Got ya. Alright. Initial wave has started. Now just gotta wait for them to breach. We are in.
There's access to the tunnels beneath the UN close by. Once in the tunnels, you'll find the breach site 200 yards north. Leave the JTF squad and go.
So far, so good.
Target location reached. Deploy explosives. Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Yeah, I see 'em. Parking lot.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Come on.
Clear out the AO! Hold the damn line! Take him down! No letting up!
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
You are going to be annoying. Hitting you in the head.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
That's Okay, parking lot clear. Moving up.
We're getting chewed up pretty bad out here.
It's taking too long.
We need those turrets turned around and the main gate open, now!
Don't worry about the courtyard. The JTF can hold it. Take point at the General Assembly.
Bliss is your target. Take him down fast.
Shit.
Going inside. We're inside the UN building.
Bliss is your primary objective, but we believe Keener and the Russian are still in the building as well. I've tasked JTF squads to search for them, but if you see them, don't hesitate.
Fire on! Clear out the AO! Heads up! Throwing a blast! Support's up and running! Hold it down line! Get that AO under control! It's almost unfair! Target's in cover! Clear out the...
You.
Clear shot!
You. Okay. And you. Alright. These neutralized. Some dead people here. Annihilations.
Bliss, the LMB, they're over. I'm getting our immunologist out of here. Engage the division personnel on site and muddy up their tactical lead. We'll run with you later.
So we got Raptor, unknown PMC contractor, flag destroyer for participation. Domino, unknown PMC contractor, flag destroyer for participation with occupying enemy force. So were they not? They were PMCs. They've really
You better hear this.
visioning.
Bliss just broke radio silence. We're trying to track him. Patching you through.
Flying son of a bitch, Aaron Keener put a knife in our backs. Anyone not on the wall needs to be hunting that traitor and his Russian playmate down. They are not to leave the compound alive. Am I understood?
There is no wall, sir. JTF forces are in the building. Your helo is prepped and you need to evacuate now.
Mother! Wait, coming up.
The General Assembly Chamber, go!
shooting at? Come here, raptor.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Just like
General Assembly now.
Sir, we've got eyes on a helo over the main building.
That's gotta be Bliss. Fuck, we missed. Agent, we whipped on Bliss, but his command staff might still be in the General Assembly. Head that way and engage.
We're about halfway done with the General Assembly mission. Okay, neutralize the LMB command.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Go up there and get me. It's not nice.
Okay, now, we still have LMB in the building. I need you to...
Sorry to cut in, Captain. Agent, this room contains any intel the LMB has on Manhattan. Find a terminal and download everything. Okay. We don't know what we don't know.
Lady's got a point. Better do that.
Warning. Incoming hostiles.
Cover.
I got a clear shot.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Just what I need.
Can't hide forever. Eyes on target.
interesting data here. Looks like the LMB had eyes on everyone. There's something weird here. I'll get Rhodes on analysis right away.
The remaining LMB troops are breaking. It's all over but the shouting, so link up with our people in the courtyard. We'll see where we go from there.
Understood. Restock my ammo.
But the last LMB effectives are giving up. We've secured UN HQ. It's a damn shame about Bliss. Last eyes we had on his bird, he was going half-assed and full blast heading due south. Probably gonna go to ground. Sir! Well, I'll be goddamned. We got a hostile bird over the courtyard. Get to cover now!
Soldiers of the Last Man Battalion, this is your commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Bliss. And I tell you, we will not fall this day. We are soldiers. We have survived the virus and brought order to the streets. We are not going to go down to a bunch of ragtag volunteers. Regroup and assault the enemy position. We're taking this place back, and we will to the last man.
Knock that arrogant fuck out of the sky. Agent, I've got reinforcements incoming. Keep them under pressure and stay sharp. That helo took out the master turret controls, but if you can get to each turret, you should be able to realign them manually. Put some heat on this bastard.
There's one over here. Maybe? I know there's like 4 turrets in this area.
It would be pretty damn helpful if you get those turrets and flip them over to our side.
Yes. I'm looking for them. There's one. Yeah, there's like 4 turrets.
Careful, Agent. We still don't know what this thing's capable of. Take cover, now! Now! Heads up, you've got ground troops incoming. LMB reinforcements. Watch your back down there.
This way.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Got those reinforcements. Stay on them, Agent. Pour it on, you got him! Put that asshole in the ground!
Get it. Colonel Charles Bliss is defeated. crashed into the UN building.
How about that, Agent? You just killed the CEO of the last organized threat to Manhattan. Wasn't easy, and we lost a lot of good people, but you broke the LMB's back. Nobody's gonna be sweeping neighborhoods telling people join or die at gunpoint. Not without Bliss running the show. Still gonna be squads of them out there, but without the big man, we can handle them every day and twice on Sunday.
Agent, we got a call from the commander of the Secure Quarantine Center over in the Tenderloin. It's where the JTF screens civilians for access to Camp Hudson and to work with the relief effort. We got 80 people housed there. He needs some help when you get a chance.
We did it. We did it.
Later.
So, here we are, Agent. We've made a pretty good team, I think. Done a lot for this city. A lot more than people thought we could. You and I both know this isn't exactly a happy ending. Our favorite homicidal traitor, Aaron Keener, is still out there, and he's still got Chernenko with him. Read Keener's file sometime. It's, quite interesting. And we don't know where Amherst is either, or what else he might have up his sleeve, but there's hope. Dr. Candle's got the DCD on the road to a vaccine. You broke the LMB's back and the cleaners, and the Rikers too. We took the city back like we promised we would. We're not done yet. As long as the Dark Zone's out there, we've got our work cut out for us, but we're on our way to finally saving the city. And with it, maybe something more. Not bad for the second wave, don't you think?
Yep.
Confirmed. Unidentified shade tech beacon located.
Okay, this will take forever. Let's see here. All the way near Camp Hudson, so... Well... Cannot fast... Great, I'm in combat. Can I please get out of combat? Yeah, still in combat.
This city needs us. They just don't realize it.
Why is there so many of them? It's ridiculous. Wait. Great. He's spawned. Swore I did. Now I can just fast travel to where I need to go. And don't worry about that idiot.
You are now entering a safe area. before leaving the safe area.
What do we got? Can't believe he's this close to the main camp of CERA, and nobody realized it. Did something model. Realizing reconstruction complete.
Well, here I am, Aaron Keener, the first wave's prodigal son. Normally I'd do this face to face, but I'm not 100% sure which way you'll jump. You act one way when Ms. Lau is watching, and another way entirely when you're off the leash. That's an interesting contradiction. You see, I think that deep down, you get it. You know, the old rules, laws, governments, those things died on Black Friday. But the feral PMCs, the convicts, the ones smart enough and good enough to take what they need, they'll survive. Me? I'm gonna prosper. Oh, you could too, but you took an oath, right? You got a duty. Those are both ways of saying that your conscience is fucking you. You ask yourself, who has earned a right to tell you what to do? Do you know how many agents died to hold the dark zone just for the brass to give up and put a wall around it? You don't believe me? You should check the place out for yourself.
Deceased viral infection virologist being suspected.
But the people you're working for, they're irrelevant now. Amherst changed how the game is played, and I have got the vision to win. I got Chernenko, I got a DNA printer, and a very interesting recipe book. I'm gonna write my own rules.
Successful subject ejected from device.
You should think about getting in on this thing. I'll be seeing you.
Double bag. Amherst laptop research notes. 3D biofabricator unit. With variety reason, high probability
Agent,
to advance
the information you found in that lab was the crown jewel. I think we can break this thing now. But we've got some more information. A voice from the grave. Listen to what Amherst has to say.
What you're looking at is the smallpox virus, one of the deadliest pathogens on the planet. For centuries, it did a wonderful job of helping keep the human population in check. But times change, and sometimes Mother Nature needs a hand in improving her creations. Like, say, speeding them up a little bit, making them contagious when they should be quietly incubating in a host, or making them more lethal.
Fables.
I didn't come up with the approach on my own. My friend Vitaly's one of the pioneers in the field, and the idea has been around for years. Genome as data. You see, once we digitized DNA, we made it infinitely mutable. We could do 1,000 virtual variations in the time it used to take to grow a 1 lab-grade generation of pathogens. And we could pick the best, most lethal combinations and make them real. That's how you make a killer virus, you see. Mix in genetic code from other diseases, and you move the sliders all the way up on lethality and virulence. The goal was a 90% mortality rate. I'm not sure my green poison is going to quite hit that, but honestly, that's just details. As long as most of humanity goes, the Earth stands a fighting chance. Technically, technology is what's killing the planet. But that's not really the case. It's the greed that drives the technology. But a funny thing happened on the way to $100 genome maps and 3D printed plastic toys. Someone figured out those technologies could be repurposed, modified for the greater good. Me.
Jeez.
Now, my virus is going to do what nature's always done. Decide who lives and who dies. And if nature decides I die, then I die. If nothing else, I'll have a lot of company. Natural selection at its finest, helped along by a little unnatural genetic manipulation. It's all data, really. Life's just a method of processing it. The same way I processed the smallpox genome on my laptop. And who's to say that wasn't the plan all along? If, by some miracle, you survive green poison, then nature's decided you deserve to live. The rest of us shouldn't and won't. Godspeed. I'll see you in hell.
Jeez. Okay. Now we are going to go to Camp Clinton.
Agent, you're needed at Camp Clinton over on the West Side Piers. Make your way here as soon as you can.
Get that out of the way. Still can't believe nobody knew about this. Let me out of this building. We just got this, the Dark Zone, collectibles, one encounter, and the Chelsea mission. And we will be completely done with the division.
Long time no see.
We'll probably revisit maybe when I purchased the DLC. Just it's been a long ride. Traveling around takes forever in this game. I'll eventually get there.
I promise I'll be.
Oh my god. 0.4 kilometers, almost there.
I think you just restored it. It's tough.
0.3. Should be about 0.2 soon. Point two. On the Hell's Kitchen.
There we go. Let's get this over with. Too bad for you.
Finally made a camp one. Discovered Pier South. Alright, Camp Clinton. Now fast travel to this location.
Hey, you gotta see it to believe. You gotta rest some time.
Over here, Agent. Hey there. I'm glad you made it. Welcome to Camp Clinton. It's our toehold over here on the west side piers. We've been moving into the area in hopes of bringing it under control. Unfortunately, we're not the only ones here. That isn't surprising. What is surprising is that we've gotten evidence of them working together. That's why we need you here. To confirm they are cooperating, find out why, and once you do that, to shut them down. Good luck. Hopefully you won't need it.
Alrighty. Interesting. Some piers, some
I won't bother you. Remember, you gotta rest some time.
resistance discovered.
Benita says you saved our butts over in the tunnel. You hear anything about that scientist over at the consulate? Too goddamn I'll take a look.
Okay. Clinton. Here south.
Public health officials have confirmed that a hazardous biological threat has been confirmed in your area. The threat category A bioweapon
And go back over here. And I will be back in 1 moment.
He knocked off a hostile leader,
Okay, the last encounter for honor. Okay. And then we'll finish collecting whatever we gotta collect here.
Don't be shy.
Okay, to do that one mission in the dark zone. Do the Chelsea mission. And with this I can get by. Knowing I'm here. Should we get close? Okay. See around this building. Almost there. Okay, I hear fighting.
Dispatch to Turtle Bay patrols. We're expecting a mercy drop at the park near the UN building on 1st. Stay sharp. This is LMB territory.
This is Sparrow 6. ETA in your position is under 1 minute.
Why is he saying under 1 minute? He's not. The timer says 2 minutes.
LMB knows what they're doing.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
You hadn't showed up. Things might have gone very different. You hadn't showed up. Things might have gone very different. Doesn't matter how many there are.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Oh, we're slowly getting there. 140. This one.
Nice grouping.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Got a line on my shot. Get that goddamn PMC. LMB knows what they're doing. Let's lock this down. Everybody all right?
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
This is Sparrow 6, over. We are on site and have your back.
that mercy drop, for real. Thanks for helping out.
And that is all of
Thanks for the help.
them.
Will you?
If you hadn't showed up, things might have gone very different.
Okay. Let's collect these collectibles. And this area should be done. Okay. Let's see what we can do. This one's right here. Question is, how do I get up there? I think I know. If I can get to it. Going up another level. Alright. Humanitarians. Crash drone. Humanitarian organizations, volunteers set up many shelters and food centers around the city. This image shows the church needing food, water, and blankets to civilians in need. Interesting. Okay. Alright, next one is this phone recording right here. And I'm gonna go underground to grab it.
Say we rigged the damn thing. We're wide open.
Eva Acosta, urban spelunker. Day 3. Yesterday some assholes shot at me. Soldiers. National Guard, maybe. I don't know who they thought I was. Anyway, I'm in Midtown today, not far from the Empire State Building, in front of Abel's department store. My papi used to bring me here when I was little to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. There's a parade today, but I don't like the looks of it. Guys wearing gas masks and big tanks on their back are leading a group of people into a circle. Some of them are crying. I'm afraid to get any closer because I don't know what they're doing. Maybe I should take some pictures. Oh my God. They're burning them. Oh my God.
Yeah, you really wanted to explore the city. What did you think you were going to find? I'm just curious. Survival guide. Silence.
I hope we don't run into cleaners. Slow day around here. I'm gonna see what that is.
They're annoying. Go around this building. Maybe. Maybe not. I was going to go through this building to get to it. Guess not. Can you get one?
I'll check it out for myself. Open fire!
Seriously. Here we go. Got page 53. Serval guide. Guidebook. Important papers. They're only important if normalcy is going to be restored quickly. In this situation, we're discussing that's not going to happen. It will stick to flipping. Outside of Delhi, that's somehow still open barter only. Your money's no good here. Guidebook. Things now include that might keep you alive longer. Need one thread, the tough kind that you can use to punch through leather, canvas, or skin. Super glue, useful sticking things together, of course, and one of those things is skin. If you have a cut that would otherwise require stitches, quite often you can glue it together. Multi-tool pliers. The good ones have a small knife, screwdriver, scissors, a file, and a hacksaw blade. Okay, hold on. Knife with a heavy blade, you'll need to cut something significant. Eventually, in your 2.5-inch multi-tool blade won't be up to it. Magnifying glass primarily as a backup means to start fire, although it can also be useful in first aid. Dental floss. It really deserves its own entry, improvising solutions for more details. Monofilament fishing line. In addition to catching fish, you can use this to hang a chart, stitch a wound, etc. Pry bar. Essentially, pry bar multiplies your strength. In an ongoing catastrophe, you'll need to break a lock off the door or pull up nails at some point. Can also alternate source of light and jar of wet clothing. Matches and lighters. You can never possess too many ways to start a fire. Space blanket folds up into a package the size of a handkerchief. It can keep you alive on a cold night. Binoculars in a close environment. You're going to want to scour and hold familiar location before you approach it. Aerospace belief I'm pointing to space blanket. Where do you find a space blanket? I don't think there's a NASA store in Times Square. Okay. Let's go up here. Let me get there. Can I climb out any of these windows? No. Of course you can't. But I can get out here. So less than 1 people. Okay, through here. So, other side of this. Nice.
What does it say? It says a lot of things, but the part that matters is this. Certain people are now authorized to do whatever the hell it takes to clean up the big messes. Nuclear, biological, chemical attacks, pandemics, giant monsters, that sort of thing. As you might have guessed, their current situation qualifies. They're called the Division, and they're being activated as we speak. How do you know who they are? Look for those damn orange circles. You see the glow, then you'll know.
See the glow, then you'll know. Did get up. Because apparently there's an echo I missed here. I guess it's higher up. Even higher. Sorry, what's data analyzing? 4 more of these.
Think about it, Vicky. I survived the car crash. I survived the fire at Mike's place. I survived the dog flu. What if it wasn't because I'm lucky, but because they couldn't hurt me at all?
Come on, David. What do you think you are? Some kind of Superman?
No, I can't fly. Or maybe I can.
Dave Hopkins is a known freelancer medicated for severe anxiety. Vicky Hart, unknown layout artist. Okay. Interesting, I guess. Gotta go down. Almost done with collectibles.
The LMB's giving me everything I got.
Y'all so annoying. Thank you, LMB. Leave me alone. I'll just I gotta hire to get this, okay. Found data, surveillance data, analyzing, reconstruction complete.
David, I really don't think this is a good idea.
How do I know I can't if I don't try? Vicky, all the evidence points to this.
This is literally crazy. What if you... David!
Unknown layouts. Your audience unknown freelancer medicated. So he jumped off a building. Let's grab this instant building. Should be directly below. Oh man.
Hey Charles, this is Nancy again. I've reviewed your mission proposal, and I think it looks solid. I believe the board of directors will have no problem approving it. The only thing that stands out, perhaps, is the lack of support on Wall Street, but I think we all understand that under the circumstances, it's best to prioritize our primary assets in Midtown. I'm sure our foreign investors will be delighted to hear that you're taking them into account as well. Anyway, the board will be reviewing the plan in 2 hours or so. Just thought I'd send you a heads up. Talk to you soon.
Get over this. Seriously. Oh, yeah, I can. So, get over this.
Let me rethink things a little. Did some more digging into our two virologists, specifically their work. That's where things got interesting. Now, if I'm reading Chernenko's abstracts right, there was no need to steal the smallpox, not when it had already been decoded and digitalized and set up to be tucked into an email like any other attachment. And that digital genome was just sitting there, waiting for someone with the right know-how and the right equipment and the right imagination to make it live. This version of New York is just a start. The possibilities are endless. Is there a limit to what can be done? Let's find out.
Here. This should be the last survival guide page. And this is probably going to be a long episode. Is that higher up? Okay, now I'm confused. Maybe I don't climb here? Maybe I go around? Okay. Stairs. Maybe 2 flights. Okay, page 50. That completes all the survival guides. Okay, 24. Food in the hierarchy of survival needs, but since we're talking about an urban situation, I assume that most people will easily be able to shelter themselves. Mountain has thousands of empty hotel rooms, miles of subway stations. If you need to get out of the elements, you'll probably be able to. But what if you find yourself with no place to go because of a fire or the threat of violence or any of 100 other complications in a collapse situation? Where will you go? How will you deal with the elements? Assume the worst. Assume it will be cold and wet. What will you do for 72 hours in the middle of winter? Make sure you can always grab winter clothing with an outer layer that repels water. Boots are essential, as are gloves, hat, and scarf. You will find an emergency situation that you quickly become focused on the fundamentals of life, hunger, thirst, and warmth. Plan in advance to address these needs. Recently, you've been taught that the government is going to change its preparedness recommendation from 72 hours to 96, which says to me that somewhere a bureaucrat got restless. The number of hours isn't the point. The point is to be prepared and know what you would do in the initial phase of emergency. And since this book is concerned Open-ended disasters where nothing will be restored in normal 72 hours and 96 perhaps 9,600 represent the 72-hour rule to you only as a way to focus your thinking on the absolute essentials of how you should prepare. It was 6:00 p.m. What am I going to do if I can't stay at Ev's anymore? My phone doesn't work, I don't know where any of my friends are, and they mostly lived in Brooklyn anyway. I can sneak into a room, I guess, but I'm afraid someone will see me. There are aimless people all over, wandering and picking things up. People are being robbed and mugged everywhere. I'm trying to stay inconspicuous. I spent the whole morning today trying to buy medicine, any kind of food that might have good vitamins or antibiotic properties. There's nothing, and what there is has gotten so expensive. Is it time to just dump my money? It seems like giving up somehow. I mean, if you can't believe in the good old American dollar, what can you believe? April's text and believe in it. First, I didn't take the big thing seriously, but after 10 days of walking, I ducked into a store and came out with a good pair of hiking boots. You were right again, Birch. You were so right, as a matter of fact, that when I can't sleep, I get myself half convinced that you were behind this whole thing. What a joke on all of us that would be. Okay. There is an echo somewhere. It's below me, I think. Out. Okay. Should be, I think, the last ticket.
Okay.
3, Quartet.
2, 1. Silent night.
Christopher's
All is calm. All is bright. Young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
License report. And then the rest of the phone should be found in Pierce South and Pierce North.
Slow day around here.
And this JTF bullshit.
Word is JTF fucked.
Looks like there's an ambush around every corner.
Sneaking past them.
Rough going out here. Something about those. It'll be
Remember when we were back in the sandbox? Gosh, yes. I had hair back then. And you had everything figured out. Not much has changed there. You've always been good at least. Battle leading them to join up with a new PMC. They're always willing to follow. Well, I've got some good speechwriters. Knock it off, Charles. You write your own crap and you always have. And they'll always follow you. They'd follow you to the gates of hell if you asked. You've done a hell of a job here, Charles. Hey, I'm not done yet. The best is yet to come.
Why am I not hitting you?
Hang on! Gotta reload! Suppressive fire!
Alright. Looks like I got one phone recording and one echo left in this area. Then we're heading into the dark zone. We're heading to explore dark zone north.
Found in this neighborhood will be considered enemy combatants and will be dealt with accordingly. This has been a public safety announcement.
Progress report. It looks like the Last Man Battalion's the best bet, at least in the short term. I've set up a line of communication with Lieutenant Colonel Charles Bliss, and it's proving mutually beneficial. There's a certain overlap of viewpoints there, and some shared ambition. He's a man who has a vision for this godforsaken rock, one that I can work with. We've already collaborated on one operation in Brooklyn, but taking down a helicopter is just a first step. Let's see how far this can go.
Taking down the helicopter that hit the second wave's division commander on it.
We can turn this damn city around.
Still point two.
You want me to put you down right here, you filthy dog?
Oh, this fucking JTF trying to be crazy.
On your knees! Hands up! Hang on. I'm gonna go see what that is. Fire on target!
What the hell?
You're sure this place is empty?
We've scoped it out. If we're gonna do this, we need to do it now before someone else beats us to it.
In and out before sunrise. Just like we planned.
Just like we planned.
Just to make sure. Here south 1919. Guess there's a crash drone there. All those are complete. Stuyvesant. I missed one thing in Stuyvesant. Okay. Is this Stuyvesant? Yes.
We're standing by the breach. Get ready.
Head's been cut off.
What did I miss? Ah, there's a phone hidden here. Okay. And then the only thing to do is grab the things in Pierce South and Pierce North. Which I'm not sure why they're not labeled on the map. I'm really confused about that.
Look at you.
so brave.
Yeah. No, actually, I might not even do that Chelsea mission. And the reason being is it leads into DLC. I might wait to do that until I get the DLC. Which makes sense. So, we'll just leave that. So yeah, we'll just leave that. Okay. How do we get this phone? I can't get this on the back end of this. I just got a bunch of phone calls.
Dan, you stopped leaving messages. Why'd you stop leaving messages, Dan? I have news. Tons of things to tell you. I'm doing better. Found some folks to hang with. The right crowd. Strength in numbers. We take what we want, who we want, when we want. We eat every single day. Darwin, man. These are my people. We're gonna survive. You're never gonna hear this. It's gonna live on an NSA server somewhere in Nevada, like the nuclear waste they bury in the desert with the cockroaches nothing can kill. Soon we'll all be gone. The cockroaches will rule the earth. Good fucking riddance.
Okay. This is the closest chip. Fast travel locked. Why? Okay, this is the closest I can get.
Now entering a safe area.
Then we go into the dark zone. And do that one mission.
Warning. You are exiting the safe area.
And then we're just gonna collect the last few collectibles we have to collect, and we'll be officially finished with the division other than DLC. Whenever I decide to buy it. I mean, there is one evidence we can get, but that requires us doing DLC as well, so we'll get that when we do the DLC. Let's take the chicken. Now I'm gonna have to be careful on here because usually where I'm going in there's enemy players.
Agent, we've started pushing further into the dark zone. We're unlocking the gates that lead north towards Central Park. I need you to get up there and do a little recon. Let me know what you see and stay safe. It's not exactly friendly territory.
Okay, welcome to the dark zone.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted. Warning. Entering dark zone.
0.3 kilometers from it.
Sick of the fucking whiners.
0.2 kilometers. I'm good. Ran into any enemy players yet. Okay, 130. Can we make easy? I rank one up. Okay, now how do I get in? That's the question. 40. There it goes. Made it. Okay. Surprised we made it without getting killed.
I got what you need.
Look, there's no room. There's just no room anymore. The park is full. They can't keep up with the dying. The transport trucks are dumping bodies outside and headed back for more. Jesus, I've never seen so much death. They have to seal it off. No one should ever see this.
Not exactly scenic New York City, is it? But at least we got some idea what we're getting into. Thanks, Agent.
Nice. Mission completed. Easy rank up. I don't think there's anything else. Of course you can't pass trouble. When it says you can't pass trouble, you can pass trouble in the dark zone. Now it's just time to go back to Camp Clinton, collect collectibles. Okay, now I just gotta get out of here. So far, so good. Someone just dropped figures. Oh, that's why I'm near the pickup zone. This place is lawless. Very unforgiving. Bodies upon bodies in this place. But I managed to not run into any enemy characters, so we are good.
Attention. Exiting dark zone.
You need to look at...
Now to go to And grab these. 19 plus 19.
You opened up a real big can of worms at the police academy.
38.
Remember, you gotta rest sometime.
Public health officials have confirmed that a hazardous biological threat has been confirmed in your area. At this time, the threat has been declared a Category A bioweapon agent and is considered to be serious and life-threatening. It is highly contagious and can spread from person to person.
It's like we're gonna have to unlace the old-fashioned one. Shouldn't be too hard. Because this area is not that big. I forgot how much of a pain Camp Pierce North and South are.
Best gear in the city. Check it out.
Yeah.
You saved some lives on Lexington. The JTF won't forget.
Alright. That does help the radios. Go this way anyway. Because if I remember correctly, there are. How can y'all see me from here? That is ridiculous.
No.
This might be a pain in the ass. This might be a royal pain.
Thing you're looking for?
Readings indicate this area is safe.
Should not be able to see me from there.
Supplies to start rolling into Hudson yachts.
I don't get it. How can you see me from
You are now leaving the safe area.
It's a lot quieter now.
Yeah, how can you see me from way off over here? It's ridiculous.
Gonna take what's mine, you know?
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. I did it. Nice. Here's the first phone.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Oh. Yes. My name is Ruth Massey. I've lived in New York for 32 years, and I have a question for you. Who is Rick Velassi? I mean, we all know who we think he is. He's the loudmouth who keeps talking on the radio about what he thinks is going on. But is he really that? Or is what he's saying intended as a distraction to keep us away from the real truth? I think that's what's really going on here. That Velassi is a mouthpiece for something or someone, and it's his job to spout opinions that hide the truth. And I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna take down Rick Velassi. Just you watch me.
I got out, loaded up on gear, and then went on the run in the dark zone. Someone came looking for me, another agent. I could tell he just wanted the gear. Didn't care if he brought me back dead or alive. When he got close enough, I dropped him. And you know what I felt? Absolutely nothing. I hadn't killed one of the good guys. I hadn't killed anyone who was part of anything I was. And that gave me an idea.
Hi, Grandma. It's Elizabeth. Mom said I should always call you to let you know what was going on, so that's what I'm doing right now. First things first. I'm okay. I'm fine. I caught the dollar flu, but then I got better. So you don't have to worry about me anymore, okay? It wasn't any fun, but I'm super better now. Now the bad news. Mom's sick. But if I'm immune, she's immune, right? That's how this works, isn't it? I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. I hope you're okay.
Oh, God. No, don't do that. What the Well, my game glitched there. Nice.
Best gear in the city. Check it out.
I only found 3 out of 19.
Don't be taking unnecessary risks.
It's like they were especially tough than us. We need you. Remember that out there.
That night, I don't even know how.
Don't be shy.
How are they seeing me when I can't see them?
Reminder. Smallpox strain has tested 100% resistant to known vaccines and most antiviral drugs. Pharmacies do not stock. Suitors will
Got him. What in the hell? It's respawning. That's always annoying. wasn't expecting this area to be such a pain in the ass.
Doing that hero thing, you hear me?
Or for groups of enemies to spawn after I get done killing them.
I'm glad you hit an inspiration from the song. Keep the lights on.
Why don't you fucking help me? To do this. It's super irritating.
Don't be shy.
How are you supposed to do it if they just constantly spawn there?
Oh, it's coming.
Goddamn crook.
Stupid.
Keep up your fire.
Now that's annoying too. See me. Please tell me they're not gonna spawn again.
I don't need to explain myself to anybody. This is not a plea for understanding, nor am I looking to justify what I have done. Choices. I made them, and I'm comfortable with what I did. No, I'm recording this because I don't know how long I'm going to last out here, and someone should hear this story. Someone should hear the other side.
Other side, huh? Kobe's. There's somewhere.
Wasn't even hard to break out of Rikers. Shit, it's good to be out.
There's one down there, so we have to check it out. Works. There's a phone somewhere on this pier. That would be my guess.
So, I went digging into Rick Velassi. There's no waiting for documents anymore. It's all help yourself, if you can find it. And if the docs you want didn't get turned into kindling to keep someone from freezing to death. But here's the interesting thing. I couldn't find a thing on Velassi. No driver's license, no draft records, no nothing. Now, maybe I was just looking in the wrong place. Or maybe the records were destroyed by accident. But maybe there is no Rick Velassi. He's a ghost. It's something to think about.
Nice.
Did you ever wonder why Velassi's on the air and nobody else seems to be? Why does he have the technology to keep pounding out his drivel when no one else on the entire island of Manhattan, the greatest city on planet Earth, seems to be able to get a basic ham radio set going? And let's face it, he doesn't seem like the handiest guy to have around. I don't think he's the sort to build his own equipment. Do you? I think someone set him up to be the voice of Manhattan during the crisis. Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead. I dare you.
From here. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, jeez. In here. Probably have phone up here.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? I don't suppose anyone can. Not really, not anymore. Not with the city and the state it's in. And my little piece of it. That's what I want to talk about. My neighborhood. My name is CERA Cardozo, and this is my story.
walls. Come on. Thank you. What you're gonna do? Where are you? There you go.
There we are. I knew something bad was coming. There was a man walking down the street in a hazmat suit with, and I cannot believe this, a flamethrower. Every time he saw a body, he turned to it and it was horrible. He did that to every dead body, and then, when he saw a girl out looking for food, Elizabeth, the Hirsch girl, he tried to burn her too. Thankfully she got away, but my God, what kind of sicko do you have to be to want to torch a child?
These are pretty annoying. Pretty annoying.
When we first came to the island, the mission was simple. Protect certain buildings and their contents from looters, thieves, and vandals. It was a good clean-up. When those punks came over from Rikers Island, we stopped them in their tracks. I guess they thought it was going to be easy to roll right over us, but we held the line. Taught them a lesson about fighting with discipline, too.
Engaging. You dead already. Engaging.
Nice.
Heads up, man down. Targets in cover.
Some legs.
Hello, this is Aaron Keener. Now don't tell me you've forgotten me. I'm the bad guy, remember? Oh, I didn't cause any of this, but if you ask the JTF, I sure as hell made it worse. Of course, if you're asking the JTF for anything besides some bottled water, you got bigger problems. But the news is simple. I'm alive, I'm real, and I'm not done yet. Not by a long shot.
Alright, almost done. Okay, nothing here. West side piers. Okay. Should be a phone somewhere. My phone? Oh yeah, there it is.
This was a good neighborhood. A nice neighborhood. People looked out for each other when they had troubles. It was that way too. after the green poison first hit, at least for a while. We took care of each other because it was the decent human thing to do. We watched what was going on elsewhere, and we were proud that we weren't like that. At least, we didn't start out like that.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, starts out like that. I know there's other ways to get in here. I did pretty good.
You are now entering a safe area.
Alright. There is no safe areas.
Warning. You are exiting the safe area.
There's a phone here. Go this way. Okay.
Can't go home empty-handed.
Should be able to get through here. Enemies. Oh god. I did not think this was gonna be this tough. I also didn't think I was gonna have this many fucking problems with them. This might not actually be the last episode. I might have to do one more episode where I just run through. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be posting more content. And I will see you all in the next episode of The Division. The last episode, I promise. Have a good day, everybody.